So, good morning everyone. Today I am going to talk about how to turn a problem into a business model. So, every successful business starts with something important, a problem that people genuinely want to solve. Instead of starting with a product idea, entrepreneurs can begin by understanding the challenges faced by the real people. In this presentation, we will see how a problem can be transferred into a valuable business opportunity using the business model canvas, also known as the BMC. So, we will discuss how to identify a problem, understand customers, create value, choose the right channels, and develop a sustainable business model. So, why start with a problem? The best business ideas usually solve real problems. A deep understanding of a customer's problem helps business create solutions that are relevant and useful. So, products and technologies may change over time, but many important problems continue to exist. That is why businesses should start with empathy. So we need to understand what customers experience, what difficulties they face, and why those difficulty matters to them. So the presentation also highlights that many startups fail because there is no enough marketer needed for their solution. Therefore, before building a product, it is important to make sure that the problem is real and meaningful. So, defining the problem clearly. Once we decide to focus on a problem, the next step is to define its clarity. First, we need to identify the pain points faced by customers. A pain point could be something that causes frustration, waste time, increases cost, or creates inconvenience. Next, we need to understand the context and urgency of the problem. Talking directly to real customers and conducting the research is very important. Instead of making assumption, we should listen the people who actually experience the problem. Finally, we should validate the problem before building a solution. So the process is simple: identifying the pain, understand and contact to talk customers and validate the program. So, customer segments and their problems. Not every customer experience that same problem in the same way. So, therefore, we need to divide customers into different groups based on their needs and behaviors. So, these groups are called customer segments. For example, a business may serve startup founders, small businesses, owners, freelancers, or large enterprises teams. The next step is to understand which problems affect each group the most. After that, we should prioritize the segments that have a most urgent or underserved problems. By clearly understanding the customer, a business can design a solution that creates a greater value, has a stronger chance of success. Crafting the value proposition. After identifying the problem, understanding the customer, we need to create a strong value proposition. A value proposition clearly explains why customers should choose our solution. So we should focus on the outcomes that customers care about most. Instead of only describing product features, where we should explain the benefits those features provide. For example, rather than simply saying that an application has a tracking feature, we can explain that this reduces waiting time and frustration. A strong value proposition directly connects the customer's problem with the value created by the solution. Channels and customer relationship. Creating a good solution is not enough. Business also need to reach their customer effectively. We should reach customers through the channels where they are most active. This could include online platforms, direct communication, and professionalism. So, different channels can help business deliver their value in their ways. So customer relationship are equally important. Building trust and maintaining long-term relationship can help a business grow. Direct communication can also help business understand customer needs more deeply, while communicates can create a more stronger and lasting connections. So revenue streams and cost structure. For a business model to be sustainable, it needs to understand both revenue and cost. Revenue can more from different sources such as product sales, subscriptions or service fees. At the same time, business have more important costs. So these may include problem solving activities, customer acquisition and daily operations. So the goal is to balance cost and revenue while continuing to provide meaningful values to customers. A successful business model should not only solve a problem but should also have a sustainable way to generate revenue. So key activities and resources. Every businesses needs to identify what it must do and what it needs to succeed. Key activities may include product development, marketing, and customer support. To provide these activities, businesses need more important resources. So these resources can include skilled personnel, technology, and partnership. So this business model canvas helps entrepreneurs connect these activities and resource to the overall solution. This ensures that the business has the right capabilities to deliver value to its customers. Real world example. So imagine a logistic business where customers frequently experience deliver delays and have a poor visibility into the status to their deliveries. This is a problem creates frustration and reduces stress. The business develops a solution in the form of platform that provides a real-time tracking and routine optimization. As a result, customer benefits from faster delivers, greater reliability and cost savings. So the company can then use the subscription based business model with the addition usage and premium features. So this example clearly shows how a real problem can be transformed into scalable and profitable business. So your next steps to build a problem deliver business model, we can follow our four important steps. First, research and validate a real problem. Second, use the BMC business model canvas to map the problem, customers, and value proposition. Third, test and improve the business model with the real users. Finally, refine, update, and scale the solution based on what creates genuine value. The most important lesson is that successfully businesses are built by understanding real problems and creating meaningful solutions. So thank you. To conclude, every problem can potentially become an opportunity when we understand it deeply and develop the right solution. By identifying customer pain points, creating a stronger value proposition, understanding revenue and cost, and continuously testing our ideas, we can transform challenges into sustainable business models. So remember, start with the real problem, understand your customers, create meaningful value, and keep improving. Thank you.